Hello, folks. Welcome to Wildcard Wednesday. Here we are on September 16th, 2020. And Wildcard Wednesday means you can bring any beer you like. Now, for this night and two more nights, we'll have Wildcard. And then on the first Wednesday in October, we're going to do pumpkin beers. So get your pumpkin beers together. Now, I'm in Louisiana, and I have not a special craft beer tonight. I have an old beer that was introduced in 1849, but, well, the recipe's been changed repeatedly over the 150 years and nearly 175 years. And this is the current 2007 recipe, which they tried to emphasize more hop action. So there it is. Schlitz, 4.6% alcohol. This says Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And mine is from brewery number 08, which I believe is, I can't remember. All right, anyway, somewhere in North America, United States. So now Damien is offline right now doing something. So he's in Tennessee, so we're going to go up the highway, way up the highway. I'll just go in order here. We'll go to Michael.
This is from Clayton, North Carolina, which is in Johnson County, and it's called Backcountry Black IPA. The brewer is Deep River, and this black IPA is 7.9%.
Nice.
Good.
16-ounce can, and as I said before, this is the last beer of the 50 cans I got from my cousin. There were some duplicates, but I think there were like 40 different beers involved. So I had a large selection, and I've gone through them, and for the most part, they've been very good to excellent. So very happy with it.
And tonight is the closeout, sad to say.
American
we don't leave out the ladies, but we can't force them to join either. What now, James?
Is he a gynecologist, American Scotch doctor? That he mentioned the ladies?
No, he's just a Scotch whiskey enthusiast. But he just wants more diversity. All right, I guess. Now, Damien, the Center Owens has what beer?
All right, so I was scavenging through the fridge, and I found this beauty. Good old Bush Ice. I forgot all about this one. So I'm sure you've done plenty of videos on Bush Ice since you are a very big beer enthusiast. So those of you who don't know, this came out back in 1995. It was to compete in the ice beer craze. It's still one of the more popular ones out there. The market on this one is expanding all over where I'm from in Virginia. It's all over the place. Where I live out here in Kingsport in Tennessee, a few places sell it, but it's not as common. But the 25-ounce big ones, they don't really sell around here. I found this one, I believe over in North Carolina somewhere. They had them like 2 for $3.50, so I was like, oh, well, I'll go for it. So let's go ahead and just crack it open.
And Michael, it's 5.9%. So we're going to go on, and James is going to tell us what he's got tonight. James is in New Jersey.
Okay. I have Kawaba Twilight Ale, a Japanese pale ale. All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
5.2% alcohol by volume, Kawaba. All right, Twilight Ale. I've never had this before ever, and I try to choose things that I never had before the best I could. But it's interesting, I
think you did a good job. Now, we're going to go far out west to the northwest to the Oregon Trail. Well, actually, to the end of the Oregon Trail, and we have Beer Man.
All right. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate you letting me be here. It's always fun.
Anytime.
So I did a Jack's Abbey on my recipe thing, and this is their sister company, or like their own, like another of their own split off. I guess I don't know. But this is a Springdale Beer Company, out of Framingham, Massachusetts. It's called the Party Ain't Over. It's a hazy IPA, 6.8% 6.5% ABV. No IBUs listed, and it's using Galaxy and Citra hops. So yeah, it should be good. Cheers. The last Abbey one was great. So I imagine this is going to be delicious. So
That's so bad. Galaxy hops have a nice citrus and floral kind of aroma and flavor.
sounds like a great mix. Oh, my phone. Sorry.
Now, back east in the north, so we went from the northwest to the other extreme, the northeast, into New England. We didn't go far enough to get to Old England, but we're in New England, in New Hampshire, in Bumpy Road Brewery. Jesse has...
From Rogue, I have the Dead and Dead. This is the Dead Guy Ale that is then barrel aged in Dead Guy whiskey barrels. It's 9.5% ABV, 40 IBUs, and a 26 SRM. So it should be
Nice.
a fairly decent dark coloration to it. I would say into the ambers anyway.
What's the darkest SRM?
I think when you get up to like the 40s, I think you're pretty much into the black.
Oh, yeah? Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on a second.
He's doing laundry.
Okay,
Could be the AC.
you hear some noise?
Laundry.
That's the air conditioner. No, I just wanted to make an adjustment.
Yeah, it's like I thought.
I wanted to make an adjustment on the air conditioner and get it a little cooler. Okay. Anyway, now on to the tasting and the showcasing. I'll go first because not that I'm rude, but because I'm very absent-minded, and I'll even get to do my own beer. I showed you the Schlitz can. They've changed the design over the years. Same kind of theme. They show the globe with a belt around it, and the globe's real fat. And I guess the more you drink it, you'll get a big belly or something. So that, like he's got the belt tight and real tight, and it says, what's it say? Genuine, pure. And so Schlitz sent me this shirt 11 years ago. And they said, all you got to do is go to like a football game or a basketball game outside the stadium and just drink Schlitz beer and give it to people if they want it. And make sure you put the like cartons, the containers up on the car or the truck, and we'll send you $50 worth of Schlitz beer to drink it while you're doing a promotion. So my friend said, that sounded like a great idea. So we went to the Superdome. We had all these suitcases of Schlitz, and we had to take photos and send it back. I had to send them photos to prove that we were actually doing it and that we were buying the beer with the gift card they get me. So I sent them the receipt, and they were all excited. Then they got bought out the next year, and the program ended. All right. Anyway, all right. It's golden. It's bubbly. It had a little bit of head. Now, when they came out with this new recipe in 2007, they jacked up the IBU a bit, and they gave it a more hoppy aroma. And for a while, they had it so jacked up, it was almost like an India pale lager, where I thought they went overboard with it. But then it kind of came back down closer to where it should be. And they use Mount Hood, I think Cascade and Mount Hood hops, if I'm not mistaken. So it smells like a little bit of hop oil, but it's faint. But it's there. Pale malt, bread. I think Schlitz is one of the best mass-produced beers in the United States, if you can find it. Now I can get 12 packs of these pint cans. I can get 12 of these pint cans for $11 after tax. So it's not 12-ounce cans, it's 16 ounces. The flavor, nice white bread, little like a brassiness on the hops. I didn't say grassiness, like brassiness, which is sort of a metallic thing. You get that with hops sometimes. light to medium body, crisp, easy going finish. 4.6, not too strong. If you want a strong one, get the Schlitz malt liquor at 6%, which we can't get around here anymore, so forget about that. I like it. I'm a big fan of it. If somebody asks me what's a good mass-produced beer to get, I'm going to say Schlitz. I've been drinking it since 1996. The new recipe is good. I did like the old recipe, though, the one that they kept around till 2011. But anyway, I always enjoy it. Okay, on to Michael.
Okay, let me show the can again. There it is from Deep River Backcountry Black IPA. It's 7.9%, and it's from Clayton, North Carolina. And this is what it looks like in the glass. It has a bubbly type half finger beige head. And if you look through the light, you can see through it and get some kind of like reddish highlights, but it's mostly very dark brown color. Let me get a nose on it. You can definitely smell the hop, and you're getting kind of a burnt kind of odor, but it's not negative. I guess it's the way that they roasted the hops and combined it in this beer. But it's not a bad burnt kind of thing. It's kind of, it goes pretty well with it. Let me take a sip. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers to you.
Let's see what I think. You get some preliminary bitterness from the hops, but it's not, no IBUs were listed. I would guess maybe in the 40 area or so, maybe a little bit more. So the bitterness is pronounced, but it's not anything bad. You're getting some of the malts as well, and you can pick up the hops in the flavor. For something that's 7.9%, the alcohol is well masked, drinks more like a session beer. You can see the way it's looking. You get nice lacing at the top, and if you swill it, it does recover. So I will mull over this one, and I'll have a number for you shortly.
Excellent. Okay, so I got to add Eric, but I'm going to drop out for a moment, and then I'll add Eric, but I'll be around monitoring, as you all know.
What's up, people? I know if Michael wants to write down a great beer name here, it's from 719. There you go. Jackie O's. It's called the Oil of Aphrodite. Oil of Aphrodite. Holy crap. That's a mouthful. It's a stout beverage brewed with walnuts and
Walnuts.
English or a Belgian candied syrup at 10.0%.
Wow. Walnuts.
Yeah. There you go. I don't know if it's my turn, so I don't want to speak out of turn if people haven't gone yet.
Look at that mug. Even the mug is
No, it should be.
Damien.
Yes. So we're doing Bush Ice. I went ahead and I poured it. So let's go ahead and give it another pour to get it looking beautiful again. All right. So when you pour it back into the mug, it doesn't really produce a super thick head again, but let's see here. Yeah, it's a nice golden color, lots of streaming bubbles. Smells just like regular old beer, to be quite frank, and I really can't honestly say anything bad about it. This is probably my favorite ice beer out of all of them, just because of the aroma and the body and the flavor. So let's go ahead and dive in. Cheers.
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 All right. So yeah, the taste follows the nose up front. You get sweetness from the malt and the grains. It does have some graininess, but with this one, you could tell that they use a bit more rice in this one as compared to corn, but it is there just slightly. Then the middle, a little bit of white bread crust. But surprisingly, in the end, it actually does have a fairly decent hop bite for a macro lager. And then, of course, to finish it all up, very crisp, clean, and refreshing, and the drinkability is superb. But with this one, you would think with it being a Busch product, it'd be light and watery. No, with this one, it's just light. But in the flavor category, it's light to medium, but the body is light. And again, my favorite ice beer, 100 of 100 all day. I love it. Can't say anything bad about it. It is very similar to natural ice, but I think this one's a little bit better than Natty Ice, but they run better deals on Natty Ice. So, whichever one you like, just go for it.
Oh, okay. All right. I have here Kawada Twilight Ale from Japan, imported by Silk Road Wine and Spirits, Hawthorne, California, brewed and bottled by Denon Plaza Kawaba in Gunma, Japan. Okay. All right. There's the bottle, and then I'm going to pour. All right. It's a Japanese pale ale. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, I gotta stand up because of it's a StreamYard. Oh, all right. Interesting. Nice dark orangey amber. Hazy. I'm surprised because a lot of the Japanese beers that I brought recently were very clear and with that light beer look. Yes, Ronald J. Terrio, I will. I like the haziness about it and the carbonation. You can see the heavy duty carbonation, and the head is hanging in there. Very thick, craggly head. Very nice. It has a of course it has that sake aroma, so I'm sure there's rice involved. Not a strong aroma. Ah, this is great. Has good balance, pronounced malt flavor. The hops are noticeable, whatever hops they're using, and but it's well balanced. I mean, it's not very bitter. I'm surprised it's only 5.2 alcohol by volume for a beer of this appearance. I mean, ale, pale ale at that. Yeah, this is actually pretty good for a pale ale. It has like the character of a hazy IPA, but I like the flavor quite a bit. Very well balanced, refreshing, and crisp, with a hint of bitterness, just like it says at the bottom of the bottle. So that's it. The next one on the hit parade.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to me.
Cheers, James.
Heidi ho.
Yeah.
Need some bell action.
Oh, that's right, the bell action. Hold on. What's the Salvation Army guy? Goes like this. Merry Christmas. What's that organization again?
Salvation Army?
No, the other one.
The Canadian Army? I don't know.
The Canadian Mounted Police, the Royal with the Dudley Do-Right with the dimple. Yeah, I remember that cartoon.
Peace Corps?
GoFundMe, maybe Jay can get big time donations, like a TV evangelist. Another income. And if he becomes a pastor, an ordained minister, he doesn't have to pay taxes. The bell guy? Yeah, the bell witch. The bell witch, yeah.
All right. So this poured with no head. I don't know what happened. It's very flat. I mean, it looks. You can kind of swirl it up and get a little bit of stuff, but the retention's terrible. So no good on the retention. That was the one thing that was actually bad about this beer. Everything else seemed very, very good. Aroma, peach jello. I mean, I always like the jello flavor. It smells aromas in these hazies. I don't know what it is. That sweet jello-y. I like it. Peach jello, mango tangerine, slight green is coming out. That little like a wheat grainy or like some kind of cereal grain coming out. Very slight though. You have to like really swirl it and really put your nose in it. I actually dipped my nose in it to get that grainy smell out. So on accident. So the look of it is a peach juice look. As you can see, it's kind of peachy or just real hazy, opaque. Can't see through it. Slow rising bubbles. Not going up very fast at all. Carbonation gone, nothing. Flavor, a medium low carbonation on the top of the tongue. It surprised me. It actually brought on quite a bit of carbonation, more than what it looked like. Tangy like, and then also like a tang like orange flavor. Like a tang is what I was getting on the flavor. You get peach jello, and then you get tang, and then you get like a peach also in the flavor. It's very nice, and that's very forward too. It's like saying, hey, I'm mango peach. Mango is another one. Mango orange peach. Slight piney in the finish, but very smooth piney, like very well rounded with the mouthfeel. The drinkability was really awesome. I could totally pick these up. I really want one off tap or something fresh. Would be nice to see how the carbonation is and all that, the head and everything else. But great, clean, smooth, rounded mouthfeel. Slight bitter, dry finish, dry-ish finish. Slight bitter. Let's see, I said that. A decent dryness. Right, reading my notes. Not super bitter, but more on this kind of a Swedish bitter. I don't know, it's like not Swedish people, but sweet like bitter. More flavor aromatic forward. Of course, it's a hazy. Decent medium body, drinkability. Like I said, not bad. I've got a score on this. This is a very good beer, actually. It turned out pretty good. So just needs more pull.
You didn't get any head beer, man.
I get head. That really knocked the price off, man. That knocked the point off. So a little disappointed with that. Cheers.
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 Beer man, beer man, beer
You got to
man.
play some bells.
Rock on.
Check him out. He's also known as the Harmonica Man. Woo.
Nice.
And Bobby Roche.
All right, so I'm gonna pop open this Rogue Dead and Dead. We'll see what the color is. I think it's gonna be kind of like going into amber, probably a dark orange, anyways. But
I think you were pretty right on that.
okay, so it's got kind of a an orange tinge, off-white head, tight bubbles. Color of the beer is a darkish orange coloration. Decent carbonation coming through. Has a good clarity to it. The aromas. Not much from afar. Picking up on a little bit of there's a sweet malt coming up, kind of caramel toffee-esque. Bit of a fruitiness, kind of apple to grape. And almost like a wood wood like wheat smell in there. All right, let's go in for the flavors now. First swig. Cheers.
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 Okay, enough with the Bills.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Wow.
So
Wow.
first sip there, picking up on a little bit of a whiskey note, a little bit of an oak flavor coming through with that. The kind of caramel notes, a rich, sweet bread. Kind of a grape to raisin esque fruit flavor in there as well. There is a bitterness that follows up on the tail end. It's kind of going into like an earthy, woody bittering effect. It's a building bitterness. Actually, it's pretty moderate for what it is here. I'd say a high medium to a low high carbonation level. Seems to have about a medium body feel to it. Starts off sweet on the palate and ends with that kind of kind of earthy, woody bitterness. But it has all those other aforementioned flavors all up front and throughout. I'll figure out what the heck I'm going to score this one at.
Nice. Pretty beer.
Cheers.
What's up, people? Thank you for stopping by the J Terrio channel of YouTube. Wednesday. Yeah, Wildcard Wednesday. Drinking a beer I saw at the store. I never even heard of it. It's from the Jackie O's Brewery there in Athens, Ohio. And this thing is called the Oil of Aphrodite. Oil of Aphrodite is an American double stout brewed with locally harvested black walnuts and Belgian candied syrup. English, German, American, and Belgian malts are accompanied by Pacific Northwest hops, creating a sweet and rich springboard for deep nuttiness. Share with friends and loved ones. Well, just my beer. Oh, this is 10% beer. It's with Columbus and Willamette hops. 2-row black malt, C20 chocolate, Munich oats, to roasted barley, special roast, Vienna, and white wheat. There's everything you could put into a beer right here, just about. And I did take some notes, so I'll try to be more condensed with the rest of this review in a Kotspritzer Schwarz beer glass, because I had a Schwarz beer earlier. All right, so as you can tell, this is an extremely black beer with ruby red tinges. I think we can all agree on some of that. And the head died to less than one finger. And the legs, there are legs that cling to that glass. There you go. The aroma is very malty and smoky. You get the walnuts and the dark chocolate that come right out at you. There is a bit of a fudgy aspect too. It's fairly sweet with a light boozy hint. And I can detect a bit of an earthy, piney hop too. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Eric.
Cheers.
Oh, it's like molasses.
That's a good way to put that. I'll
Black
take you up on that.
Black
It's sweet, sweet, sweet beer. It's very syrupy sweet. But I think it's got a lot of balance right after that. And I'll explain that. There's dark chocolate for days in this one. And it's almost like a dark chocolate brownie malty feel with dark cherries and raisins. That's like the order of taste I really get. And it tastes like a very dark chocolate syrup that's also used in there. You're getting a ton of that Belgian candied syrup, and it's really creating a depth of flavor in this. It's a very roasty coffee flavor, too, and there's a tad bit of a lactic-style souring when it dries. It gives you that little twinge as it dries. Yeah. So the mouth feels pretty interesting. It's full-bodied, and it does have a sticky mouthfeel. The rim of the glass is pretty sticky. And the thing that I say is interesting about the mouthfeel is that it leaves you with a really heavy, chalky film in your mouth. Kind of interesting. Never discovered that before. And there's really not too much of the alcohol presence until the very end of the finish. It's all warming, without the burn. Did I say that this beer had some nuttiness to it from the walnuts? Totally. Very cool, interesting beer. I will sit back and enjoy some of this and get back to you with some kind of rating soon. Good stuff. Thomas Mel 75 channel of YouTube. Masters of Beer.
You got a loved one right on the label.
Sounds delicious.
There she is, Aphrodite. Oh, wow.
She got some afro titties.
Oh, wow. She's very full figured, that
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite's right.
Yeah.
I got to watch my
Beer Chugs, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What the ABV? James P. Madonna, Progressive Discussions, 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Friday, and Damien and him can tell you all about Sundays.
And Fandango Friday Uncensored every Friday night at 10:30 or whatever.
Rant over.
Boom. Timed that one perfectly.
Beer Man's beer is great with Swedish meatballs.
All right, I'm back. In black. Okay. Well. That's a deep subject. Now,
Ouch.
the Schlitz. What do we say about the Schlitz? Well, I like it a lot, and I drink it quite often, and so I'm going to give this. Let me pour some more. All right. I'm going to try to update the comments, you all. Well, it's not as extraordinary as many of the others being featured tonight, but it's working. It's doing its job. So I feel comfortable enough to give it high score. Okay, Schlitz. You got bought out in 1982, and that's really not my problem. But whoever's owning it this week, you're doing a good job, and I'm going to score it a 93 out of 100, 9.3 out of 10. Yeah. Now, I'm going to drop off of this very soon because we're going to bring back Eric, Thomas Metal 75, Massachusetts Beer Reviews, and but before I go, tomorrow morning at dawn, I'll highlight myself real fast. So you go. This is it for the Schlitz. It's empty now. The can is empty, except for a few little droplets. That's it. That's it. So cheers to y'all. And shout out to Craig Swinson. He said Schlitz Ice with cool can in the 90s. Okay. Yes, I made sure I bought some in Mobile, Alabama when I found the 6-pack. Oh, well, not the greatest thing in the world, but it was cool to have a collection of it, have it in the collection.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have the collection.
Gotta have the collection. And tomorrow morning at dawn, don't get too excited, but we're going to do the Northern Lights. Not Southern Nights like
those are bright
Glenn
lights.
Campbell said. This is lights. Northern Lights. And when you hold the label up to the light, it changes like the Northern Lights. The leaf turns green, and see the Northern Lights.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, it's amazing!
Like a hologram. Yeah.
It's amazing! It's amazing! I can't get over it. And so that's going to go up against the Crown Royal Blender's Mash, formerly known as Bourbon Mash. And Crown Royal is going to win so easily. If you want to watch a laugh riot, join the fun at 3:30 a.m. Pacific time. If you want to go that route. All right. So thanks for everybody watching, and you're welcome, Craig. And I'm going to be out of here, but I'll be lurking around, and then we'll let the other people come on and tell what they want to tell about. Thanks, everybody. And I want to thank myself for letting me join my own show. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for having us on, Ron.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Ron.
Ron Terrio.
I think a good song for Eric's beer is "Black is Black, I Want My Baby Back." Remember that?
Yeah, I gotta say, this Busch Ice, I am still digging it. I could drink this beer, not every day, but whenever I get in the mood to drink, this is probably one of the beers I could drink all the time and not get tired of it. That's how much I love it.
Temperature. Oh, bumpy.
58
88 degrees.
Woo! Look at that sophisticato.
It's warmed up. It probably started around when I first started drinking. It was probably around 54 degrees or so. I'm not drinking it too cold.
Did Ron say he gave his beer 93 or 4 or something?
93.
There you go. There you go, Ball Burley. Who goes?
I go next, I think.
Okay.
So as I'm drinking this, you can see it at the top. The lacing is staying strong. You're still able to generate a head from this. Very happy with it. It's getting a little bit more bitter as it warms. I'm going to give this one a 95. Definite A.
Stout King.
Yeah, I mean, if I see that down here in Tennessee, I'd buy it. I'd try to give it a fair shake because you know me, I love stouts when it comes to craft brews.
Damn.
As far as future events, John and Illy hosts Stout Sunday, 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. So everybody come join us on Sunday morning. It's a little bit early to be drinking, but that's life in the fast lane.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere
Yeah.
in 2020. So
Surely make you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Life in a
Made
breakfast line.
me laugh.
All right. Damien's next. Isn't
Maybe
he?
give your score.
well, my score, I gave it my Busch Ice 100 out of 100. Like I said, this is a beer I wouldn't really get tired of drinking whenever I got in the mood to drink. Now, would I drink it all the time? No, absolutely not. Because there's other beers I like. This is just my favorite in the ice beer style. I mean, I like just about every style of beer out there except for Hefeweizens or any wheat beers. But anything else, you know, I buy, I try, I give them fair shakes just like the rest of them. So, yeah, I'm still enjoying it. And they had these, like I said, these 25-ounce tall boys in North Carolina, I think 2 for $3.50. And I forgot to mention, what is the born on date on this one? Yeah, actually, it is expired.
Born to be alive.
The writing on the bottom's a little messed up, so I'm kind of having to squint and decipher it a little bit. I would say the looks like the 350th day of 2019 question mark. So it's not super expired. I mean, it was kept in a cold refrigerator in the back. As long as, you know, you keep them stored and they're in a can. I've had a what was it, like a Bud Light strawberry that was 1.5 years out of date. The only thing that was different was just really had no pop or fizz, but flavor wise, no difference.
Oof. Yeah.
I think Michael Hilton would enjoy that label, Eric.
Oh, with the Aphrodite girl?
Aphrodite? Yeah, Aphrodite.
She would give him a black eye. Wait a minute. Anyways, you got a beer review rating, my good man from Japan there?
Yes. Well, Krampus is very happy. I brought the world's loudest jingle bell.
Yoink.
And
All the cats come running.
because tits the season, as in Eric's beer. But anyway, tits the season. Anyway, I'm going to, as far as pale ales go, Ungawa, whatever the hell this is called. Oh, Kawaba. Kawaba, the Twilight Ale. Kawaba. I'm going to give it a 97 out of 100 as far as pale ales go. Pale ales. That's it. 97 out of 100.
Very nice.
All right, man.
Back Scratcher Productions, you're up.
All right, cool. So, the head disappointed me anyway, but I'm just gonna go straight to the point. I give this an 86 out of 100. The flavor and the aromas really saved it. So a very good beer, but I need to see more head. So okay, I just said it again. Henry, beer. Head in the beer. All right, so that's it.
We're 2 in the cup.
Right. Are we doing shout outs and stuff at this point?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, dude. Beer Cheese Tuesday at 8:00 Eastern. Just got done with mine here. We got another one. It's just wild. Bring what you want. If you want to be part of it, just let me know on Instagram, Twitter, back end, whatever. I don't give out the link to everyone. So, but Wednesday is recipe review time. Today was Baltic Porter. Next week, I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be, but we'll. It's all based on what I can find. So, cheers. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ron Therio, man. Cheers, bro. Thank you. It's been fun.
All right. So with the Rogue's Dead and Dead, the aromas on it. I just wish I had more aromas. There's beers that are aged in barrels and stuff, and usually you get a good plethora of aromas. I was expecting vanilla and stuff being in a whiskey barrel. I couldn't really detect the vanilla. I probably just need like a vanilla notes to actually pick up on that. So the aroma was a little disappointing because there wasn't much coming through. But with the flavors, it's very flavorful. It's got a good array of flavor notes coming through. It's very drinkable beer. So I'm going to give this beer a 94 out of 100.
Wow.
It's a beautiful beer.
Yeah.
Nice color, nice lacing, nice head retention lasts. It's all good there. Stuff going on. Let's see, Malty Mondays. What time is it? 8:08. Malty Mondays are 8 p.m. Eastern time on Monday on my channel. We have a poll which I'm about to look at. We have 4 different beer styles on the poll each week, and everybody gets to vote on it. As long as you can find the poll, you can vote. And then
What she said.
whatever beer is at the top of the poll come this time is the beer for the next Malty Monday.
Yeah.
And man, everybody was chatty today, so my poll has been moved way, way, way back. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, with a 50% voting scale right now, the Radler Shandy.
Oh,
The
no.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
That really went above? Wow. Cool.
Yeah, I think somebody
All right.
created a bunch of accounts and started voting a lot.
Right,
I think
I voted once
Drunken One's behind it. He probably
on
had about
that.
7
Yeah.
or 8 different votes. So
Because
that's
the Imperial Porter was like leading by a ton
Okay. all right.
this
Only
morning.
because I
and
have
then,
it in the fridge.
yeah, all of a sudden the Ratty Chandler just totally
Ratty
took it over.
Chandler.
So
Dang,
Radler
man.
Shandy, yeah, the Ratty Chandler.
Ratty Chandler.
Radler Shandy
I'm gonna
will
get.
be for the next Multi Monday.
I'm gonna get a Radler
You
Yeah,
have to work hard.
or a
yeah, I'll
Shandy.
have to go get one myself. Other than that, I brewed today, so there'll be a brew day vlog coming up tomorrow.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, dude.
Is it her turn yet? Yeah, Aphrodite, the maiden of iron, the oil of Aphrodite. I don't know if it tastes exactly like her oil, but this is pretty good. Enough of that crazy label. Yeah, big old 10% beer. You definitely are gonna have to, and it might be hard to describe if you've never had said beer or a beer that's had the Belgian candied sugar kind of, or the candied syrup kind of thing, because it definitely is like a sweet. Did I mention sweet, breakfasty kind of mapley syrup thing? I didn't mention that in the review, but definitely it is with the walnuts and the brownie fudgy chewy thing about it. It's very desserty in that aspect, and you're gonna have to like how the Belgian candied syrup plays around with the mouthfeel and that really sticky and chalky kind of a feeling to it. So if you like all that stuff, which I'm liking this beer pretty good, I will agree with the beer advocate people and give it a 93. I do think that they could cut back on the amount of the sweetness that they use and introduce more malts instead of just pure syrup in there, or syrup, to create the big syrupy sweet mouthfeel. But very nice drinking experience, and again, it's all warming. There is no burn whatsoever. You get the alcohol right as you finish the end of a sip. That is it. Good, easy drinking stuff for the most part. 93.
I like to try her plethora, Eric.
That sounds good.
Do you even know what a plethora is?
It is the gynecological term.
Beer chugs in like 45-ish minutes. Thomas Meadow 75, channel of YouTube, Masters of Beer Reviews. I'm sometimes here, Beer Chugs Wednesdays, sometimes with the cheese on Beer Man's thing, sometimes on a Friday night on a various different channels. You'll see us all throughout the week.
Nice, man.
Job things going good. I don't know. It's only the third day.
Tonight I'm having Alaskan wild sockeye salmon with organic brown basmati rice and other things.
Other things.
That sounds very good.
Other things that I added to the basmati rice.
Basmati.
Basmati.
Love salmon, man. Love salmon.
The sockeye is more red than well, obviously, than the pink. It's pretty good. Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, I got it.
Nice. Hey, I used to work there, man. They got a lot of good food there.
Sockeye. Yeah, there's a lot of goodies there. And I got Whole Foods down the street from to Trader Joe's, so I go back and forth.
Nice. Are you in the east or west,
East.
James?
I'm
East.
I'm right. Well, now I'm across from the Hudson, New York City, from the Hudson.
East.
Hudson River. But I'm Lodi, which is
Lodi,
California. Lodi, California, also. Lodi.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
I'm from that area. Yeah.
Yeah, I got. I used to get my scorpions from a man in Oregon. It was called the Cyber Bugs in Cyberspace is the name of the company.
Wow. What?
And he's from Oregon. Yeah, he used to go to Arizona and get his critters, and I used to get the critters from him.
Huh.
Have you heard of Whittier, California? That's where I'm from.
Oh, Whittier, isn't that like near where Richard Nixon?
Yeah.
Nixon's from?
Yeah.
I think he was
Actually.
from Whittier or around there.
His mansion's like on Candlewood Country Club where he used to work. He used to be like a busser and like bus tables and for the country club yuppie people.
And he used to go to San Clemente Island, right?
Yeah, do that. Yeah, well, I went to boot camp in the Navy down in San Diego. So I mean, it's all kind of, yeah,
Yeah, I've been
totally
to San
military
Diego.
down there.
I love Baja and
Marine base.
Baja Peninsula and San Diego.
It's awesome down there.
Huh?
It's awesome down there.
Oh,
I love it. Yeah, it's fun.
The Marina, the San Diego Marina, and the Navy base.
Yeah, It's very fun. Tijuana's very fun. Ensenada, Rosarito, all those places on Baja. So fun, dude.
Nuevo,
Right now, I'd be a little worried, but
Cabo San Lucas, all the way down on
be
the
headed.
Santa Rosalia.
Jesse, I'm trying to pick up some of
Hey,
the
Whittier College, yeah.
that are losing in the polls because they're going to come up and resurface again. Like I picked up an Imperial IPA today. I know that's going to end up being one of the beers that's going to go, next week because it failed, but it got a lot of votes the last time. I'm going to try to fill in some of the other ones too, and that way I won't have to do any kind of total search. But tomorrow I'm going to be at the food co-op, so I'll look and see if they have some interesting things there.
Yeah, I got some ESBs and stuff, so I'm gonna try to save a can for a little bit just to see where it goes. I mean, if not, I'm not gonna save an ESB for like 3 to 4 months.
Right.
Hey, a beer man. In Ensenada, I had these clams on a half shell that were pitch black. They called them mula clams, M-U-L-A. They're a Southern Californian clam.
Well, we have steamer clams and, well, of course, mussels, and we have razor clams up here.
Yeah, the gooey ducks. Yeah.
Yeah, the gooey ducks up here, yeah, in Oregon. But I don't know what they have in California, so.
Yeah. These were black. Sure. These were black, and it cost me nothing because the couple from California, the girl ordered 3 dozen, and she says, I'm not eating this. This is disgusting looking. Look at it. It's pitch black. I said, give them to me.
Yeah.
The hot sauce, the hot
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
And they were good. They tasted great.
Shellfish is good. Come on now.
I love shellfish.
Unless you have the gout. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I might have that actually. I don't know. I feel a little crystal tingliness on my heels. Yeah, it feels like glass. So, yeah, it's not good, man. I don't know what's going on with me.
You can't be walking on eggshells your whole life for glass.
Talk about it later.
The only thing is the in-ground pools in Baja in the desert were like bathtubs when you got
God, that warm.
Yeah, they really were. Yeah, you see saguaro cacti and all kinds of all kinds of cactus, all blooming. Beautiful flowers. The desert's beautiful.
That's true. My dad lives in Arizona. He's near Mesa area, Phoenix area. So yeah, that's freaking hot, but beautiful, man. The desert's beautiful.
Tucson, it's all Sonora, even in Baja.
Right.
Mexico, Arizona, California. On the other side of San Diego,
Nevada,
is Sonora Desert too.
Yeah, yeah, it sure is.
Yeah,
sure is.
Shake, Sonora.
They got about 4 good breweries. They got 4 breweries in San Diego. They got Alpine, Ballast, Belching Beaver.
They probably got more than that. Wow,
more than that. Yeah, then Nevada.
Town.
Nevada's got quite a few. Sparks, Nevada has a great brewery. I forgot the name of the damn brewery, but Nevada's looking up. Vegas has got some breweries. This stuff's going everywhere, man. There's breweries everywhere popping up.
I sent Damien a video from this home brewing channel on YouTube, and right, Damien, that was a pretty fairly educational video on home brewing.
Oh yeah, it was. Probably when this next round of stimulus comes out, that's when I'm gonna get my home brewing kit. I'm gonna do it, take a crack at it, and see how well I can do.
It's a good way to start. You got to start somewhere, man. That's the only way to do it. You got to start. If you don't, you just end up drinking your beers, and that's fine. But I love making my own beer and not having to pay a dime for it. If I can, well, you're paying a dime, you're paying for your ingredients, but it's hella cheaper than buying beer from the market, But I meant AleSmith. Sorry, yeah, AleSmith's another one. It's another good one down there in San Diego.
Oh, AleSmith Brewery. That's the name of it.
AleSmith. Superb brewery. Very good.
Coronado, and there's Carlos Strauss.
Yeah.
Drunken one haunts me again.
No mosquitoes are down there. No mosquitoes. Nice dry heat. Dry.
Nest. What's that Nest, dude? Yeah, see, it's dry. Yeah, up here it's humid. Ugh. It's like North Carolina here. I used to live in North Carolina 9 years, man. That shit, that stuff was
The East Coast
humid.
is terribly humid, and it's
Ooh.
worse by J. Terrio on the Gulf Coast.
Oh yeah, Tennessee can get pretty friggin' humid and get pretty friggin' hot.
Oh yeah.
But there was there was someone in the comment that mentioned my name. I think his name is Burley Sullivan, where he's from Middle Tennessee. Yeah, I live in Eastern Tennessee in Kingsport. It's in the top northeastern corner. Virginia's just right up the road. North Carolina's probably about, I would say, about an hour. And Kentucky, depending upon which way you go and where you're going, about an hour, hour and a half.
Are you by Boone by chance?
Yes, Boone is
I used to live there for about 6 years.
yeah, Boone is in the top northwestern corner. It would take about an hour and 15 minutes thereabout to get to Boone.
Wow, it's very close. Yeah, it's like Charlotte. Well, I was in Concord and Charlotte for about 13 years altogether, and Boone 6 years. That was fun, man. God.
Yeah, probably from here, from Kingsport, probably the best way to get to Boone is to go over to the city over next to me called Johnson City, and then go like you're going to Mountain City, Tennessee, and then cut across. I think it's 421. You cut across that way, and it'll take you straight to Boone. They have like this really big mall there, but my big place I want to go to is Asheville. I've been to Asheville a couple times, and I want to go there because there's a brewery that was one of the pioneers of craft brewing back in the early 90s called Highland Brewing. And they started the year I was born back in 1994. And I want to go down there, take a tour, try some of their beers on tap, and see what they have to offer. I mean, I love their beers.
Yeah, no, Asheville's awesome, dude. I saw some bands that are freaking good stuff. I mean, it's a big hippie town, huge hippie environment, but it's just very fun though. Yeah, Asheville's fun, jam.
Yeah, a lot of the malls around here and stuff. I mean, the stores are like dying out. So I mean, you go into the mall, and you have a bunch of empty store locations. Probably have about 3 to 4 stores in the entire mall.
Wow.
My great idea is I think they should open up breweries in the malls. Then you can have like breweries right next to each other, and then you can just walk through, go brewery to brewery.
That'd be fantastic, dude. That'd be fantastic.
There's
only camaraderie ship, no competition.
Yeah,
That'd be the best, man.
Yeah, there's a Uno's Pizza in New Jersey that has a microbrewery right on the premises, and then there's a restaurant not far from me that has one right in the restaurant where they make the beers on the premises.
It's awesome.
Jay wants me to read the scores back, so I will. Eric gave it a 93. Gave his beer a 93. Jesse a 94. Beerman an 86. James P a 97. Damien 100. I gave mine a 95, and Jay a 93.
Nice.
So the lowest score was 86.
Yeah, Beerman. The highest was Damien's 100.
The Swedish.
Great beer, bad look.
Now Eric abruptly left, which was shocking to me that he just abruptly left because
you didn't bounce.
I'm just being.
That's just his thing, man. That's just the thing he does.
Sound like a great beer.
Yeah, he did go like this. Usually, he went bloop, in nanosecond.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining, Eric, and leaving in a flash. Now, so any other last comments? If not,
I was going to ask you, when
Eric should be the next Flash, the next superhero movie.
When will David Garlapede appear on a Wildcard Wednesday?
Ouch. That would be a shock.
Yeah.
That would.
My last comments are: I love Busch Ice. The beers you all brought. I've had the Schlitz before, just the Schlitz regular beer. I like it. That particular stout I've not had that Michael brought, but if I see it, I'll buy it. I'll try it. That Dead Man Ale, if I see it, I'll try it. What was it you brought, Beer Man?
Oh, it was a Baltic Porter from Jack's Abbey's. Oh no, that was what I did back in my other one.
Right.
It was the same company, but they're a different name. But it's a hazy IPA.
Okay. I mean, I'm
48
not
IPA.
an
Yeah,
IPA guy,
It's a
but
crap beer. Yeah.
not an IPA guy, but I buy them, I try them, I give them fair shakes out of the rest of them. And James, that ale you brought from Japan, that one looked pretty top notch.
Oh yeah,
And-
I was surprised how good it actually was and looked. Damien likes his malt liquors. He knows a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
then
vanilla's coming
now-
through now.
yeah,
Now,
and my last comment is I do have my my channel back up, Damien's Reviews. It's on YouTube, and I also have a Facebook page, so check it out. I do all sorts of reviews. Yeah, I do beer, wine, and liquor, but I do food, snacks, and other beverages, and I'll do other things as the channel progresses. So check it out.
Nice, man.
Now, James Madonna is going to close this out with a musical selection. We appreciate everybody joining. We had some fun comments. Only one comment was in bad form, but I blocked
Yeah,
the person.
ignore them. Ignore them.
I do.
And
All right. But anyway, so
It was paying attention.
accentuate the positive. Yeah, accentuate the positive and ignore the negative. We're just going to do positive energy projection here. So here's James's closeout at this time.
and I like the medical grade forehead thermometer that Bumpy Road uses.
That's right.
Dead and dead. And even deader.
Yeah.
With a train whistle too. How'd you do that, James?
That was
What are the odds of that happening
perfect.
at the same time?
That was weird.
That's Jay's train.
Good energy,
That was really
dude.
weird, you know. The Kansas City, I told James that the Mojo would come in, and then the Kansas City Southern blew their horn the exact time that he blew his horn, his whistle.
That was fantastic.
What are the chances of
So
that
the
happening?
Kansas City,
Right?
right? So the Kansas City Southern Railroad blows their train whistle the exact second James P. Madonna blows his bosun's whistle in a very mystical coordination.
Yeah. Now, Sally didn't really affect you, Jay, right? So it affected Jean-Pierre.
All it did here was make some of those roads close to the lake get covered with water. I told Michael Komaroff that I was 6 miles from the, guess you call it the coastline. And so those got covered with water. But otherwise, besides sunny weather and a nice breeze, we didn't have any effect from it.
Jean-Pierre still does not have electricity.
Well,
Yeah,
hopefully he doesn't
Jean-Pierre
have a
got-
generator inside his house.
He's
No,
waiting
don't put it
for
inside.
electricity to come back, though. You know, his regular.
Yeah, he was almost in a direct hit. My first cousin was really where the eye passed over her place. So it was very bad. I mean, but after Monday morning, I said it's not coming here. You know, I knew it was going to go east.
They were
But,
complaining and saying that this was the worst way, of guessing the path of the hurricane, that it was so off by the meteorologists that they were really surprised.
So it was way off because they had it coming over my house, and then it hit land about 300, 200 miles east. No, let's say 200 miles east. So I mean, golly, they were really off.
It hit closer to Pensacola, right, where it actually made land.
Right. Yeah, right.
Glad I
Between
don't live
like
there
Daphne,
anymore.
Alabama. Right.
I blame the Canadians and their win.
Canadians. Howard
Fault.
Tigner, who's the member of Alcohol Eggs, he was just down in Florida, so he got to visit before it all got ransacked by the storm.
Wow.
He was so excited because he had never been to Florida before. So yeah, y'all can join Alcohol Eggs if you want to join a beer group that a beer, wine, and liquor group where we just talk about beer, wine, and liquor. You know, it's a very laid back group. There's no drama or trouble in that group.
And,
So it's real nice,
Dr.
calm,
Dave,
peaceful.
Dr. Dave's group has gotten off to a pretty decent start for a new group.
Oh yeah,
What is that? World Beer something or other.
they invited me to it, but I can't. I'm too. I really don't have time to get into all these different groups. I have enough trouble keeping up with Rock and Roll Club and Alcohol Eggs that I just can't join other groups. I mean, I could, but then if I joined them, it would be in a nominal sense. You know what I mean? I wouldn't really participate. There wouldn't be much sense in joining.
You know
unless
how many
you just want your numbers to.
You know how many people added me to 1001 groups over on Facebook? It's like every week, join. They add me. I
All day.
I don't have some people have a life outside of Facebook groups. You know, I mean,
Right. Yeah, I can't do it. I'd
And what
crack
do you
up. Lose my
what
mind.
do
You
you
know?
do? You post something and a thousand more people click
Sleep
like.
on my comforter all day.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. You know, you click like to everything you post. It's the same scenario.
Right. Look how many people liked my beer photo. I'm so excited. They loved it. They're probably just trying to be nice. I've had that beer before. It was great. Oh, thanks, man. All right. Anyway, well, thanks for joining, everybody. And Michael Komaroff does some interesting posts where he'll show his lineup, and Michael, he knows I always pay attention to it because I talk about the ones I've had, which sometimes is none, and sometimes is almost all of them. So that's sort of interesting. So, well, maybe some of the old gang will join us again coming up. I doubt it, but you never know what'll happen. So, thanks again to Eric, to Quicksilver Eric. Thanks for James for joining, and Damien the Center Owens for joining. Mike Komaroff, the Stout King, also known as King of Stouts, for joining. Beer Man for joining, also known as the Man of Beer. Thanks for joining. Thanks for Bumpy Road Brewing, also known as Jesse. And thanks for letting me join my own hangout. All right. Well,
Does Jesse's road in front of his house have a lot of speed bumps?
It actually does.
Oh, that's why you bumpy. Oh,
that's pretty
Before I had the speed bumps, they had a lot of potholes. They fixed the road.
All right, yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one because I'm off on medical leave, so I'll probably be hanging around for the next little bit. So.
Yeah, anytime. We always welcome anybody. We don't exclude people. That's why we used to do, and we may do it again someday. Super inclusive Saturday because we do include everybody.
Right.
The only rule is you got to behave, which most people are able to behave. All right. Well, thanks again, folks, and everybody take care. Have a great Beer Man.
Y'all take care. Y'all have a great evening.
Cheers, everybody.
Beer Man.
Oh, cheers.
Okay, Beer Man entertaining himself right now. All right.
No,
And,
thank you, man. Sorry.
James has exited the building. So that's the end of the broadcast, folks.
Nice.